getting used to it in our place.
You liked a gun better than a Glock.
Yeah.
Hallelujah!
Ho ho! Wolverine cosplay. I'm Batman.
Action!
Oh!
2, 3, 5.
Ow!
Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to do a review of my Sigi Katana. This is a HEMA combat weapon, and it's made by Sigi Forge. Sigi Forge is owned and operated by HEMA fighters, and they make blades for HEMA fighters. And I gotta tell you, they're some of the best in the business. Generally, I prefer Castile Armory for stuff. But ever since I heard about Sigi, my mind has changed a little bit. I have two swords from Sigi, this one and a saber. We'll be doing the saber in a different review. And I've had them now for at least 6 months. 6 to 8 months, I think. And they have seen a lot of action. I wanted to wait to do a review on one until I had one and used it for a while so I could show you how well they are holding up. So, with that being said, let's take a closer look at them. This is one that I primarily use versus longsword guys. There aren't any other people that use metal HEMA katanas most of the time, because longsword is the thing. This is obviously shorter than a longsword, but it's beefy enough that it can compete with a longsword in a bind. So that's nice. The handle is nice and long. You can grip it very easily with both hands, even when using the heavy spez gloves, which is great. The guard is nice and beefy. You can see here that it's got, that's a good angle right there, it's got quite a few little nicks on it from getting hit really hard, but that's about it. And the blade, you can see, has all sorts of dings and scratches, because it's seen a lot of use. Another thing I like is they have a very nice spatulated tip. Let's see if I can get a good shot of that. There you go. So you don't have to put some kind of rubber tip on the end, which I really, really hate. I'll show you the other side here. And it's about the same, as you can see. A couple other nice things about this sword. This thing's about 43 inches, which is a really nice length. And you can see that there's plenty of grip there in the hands. And even though this sword has seen a ton of action versus long swords and all sorts of other things, not a single burr. I can just run my whole finger along it and not have to worry about it getting cut or anything. And I think the whole time I've had this, I've only filed one burr off of it. They advertise these things as darn near indestructible, and now that I've had one for a while, I believe them. I think this sword is probably going to last me the rest of my sword fighting career, honestly. One thing I was concerned about when I got this thing was the flexibility. A lot of people said that this sword is so flexible that it gets a little sloppy with the motions when you're fighting with it. You can see there that it does flex quite a bit more than just about any other sword on the market. Their long swords are known for this as well. However, when you're in an actual fight with this thing, you don't notice it. The worst thing that's happened is when I accidentally hit somebody on the flat edge. Sometimes if the opponent's sword is somewhere here in the middle, the sword will bend enough and it will flex this way that they'll actually take a shot on the side of the head or something like that. And then they'll think they got hit when in actuality they didn't. But for the safety that you're getting for this sword, I think that's a very, very fair trade-off. And I'm kind of wondering if I'm ever going to buy a sword from somebody other than Sigi ever again, just because these are so fantastic. I ordered 2 of these when I got them, just for dual wielding, or if something happened to one, I would have a backup or something like that, because there is about a 6-month waiting period to get one of these. So you might want to keep that in mind. But yeah, I think this sword is fantastic. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's one of my very, very favorite swords. My other favorite sword is also a Sigi. It's the Sigi Saber. And then I have a dragon katana as well that's made by Castile. And I'll be showing that one in a different video. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a rundown of what you're getting here. One other thing I forgot to mention was the price. A katana from Castile is going to run you probably around $450. This one, even though you don't get to pick the guard or anything fancy, this is a very, very basic model, but this one right now is around $300 as of mid-2023. So you're paying less, but you're getting more, in my opinion. So not only is this probably one of the best swords on the market right now, but it's also probably one of the best values. So something else to keep in mind if you're in the market for a HEMA katana. So anyway, thanks for watching my review. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video.